Accountable or accountability? The definition is being responsible. I also like the definition of simply doing what you say you will. This may sound easier said than done. Let's explore some habits of accountable people. First, you have to know what the expectation is that you're supposed to do. Only you can agree to what it is. If your boss is creating the expectation, you still have to agree to it to be accountable to doing it. In your weight loss, I might make suggestions, but ultimately it is you who chooses what you will do. So, first, you start with the goal, the what you say you will do. It is usually easier to break bigger goals into mini goals. Only focus on one thing at a time. You may have an entire list of things you know you will need to do to get to the ultimate goal. But if you focus on too many at one time, then you are not giving anything the effort and attention it deserves. Write things down. When you write it down, it is another way you are committing to it. Write down your goals, your to do list, all the planning and assessing. Write it all down. As you write these down, you will create a clear direction of your current intention. It might change, but for now, it's your current intention. Write down why you are doing this. If you know why, then it is easier to hold yourself accountable. You know why it is important. You know the consequences of what will happen if you don't follow through. Don't forget how you will feel about yourself or your efforts if you don't follow through. It is easy to dismiss that you simply didn't hit your goal. But when you don't hit your goal and you truly know you did everything you could, reassessed, and then tried again, then you will feel completely different than if you didn't do the things you said you would. Track your progress. Accept the results as information. Review and assess, reward yourself, and celebrate your wins and plan for the changes you want to make. Really emphasize your strengths here and work to improve your weaknesses. Ask yourself, what did I do well? What didn't go well? What could I do differently in the future? Be honest if you made a mistake. It doesn't mean you are wrong or that you did something wrong. It just means you are learning and will look for the next thing to figure it out. A person who is accountable manages themselves. They don't wait for someone else to tell them how to do something. If they need help, they get it. You will manage many areas as an accountable person. You will manage your own expectations and those of others. Vagueness leads to inactivity. So you will be specific in your expectations. You will manage your mind, your thoughts, and feelings. You will take responsibility of everything you do. You will also take emotional responsibility, not expecting others to validate you or keep you motivated. Although, when they do, you can enjoy it, but know that true validation comes from yourself. Only you know what your best is and when you are determined to do your best. Whatever that looks like, you will gain your own validation, trust, and confidence. An accountable person does not make excuses. Assessing how you made a mistake or didn't reach the result you intend is not making excuses. The main difference is an excuse will justify it and keep you from trying again. When you assess it, you are only looking for understanding to be able to change how you go forward. Most of all, by managing yourself, your thoughts, feelings, and actions, you are preparing for a successful day. Accountable people value their time and others. They schedule and prioritize their time. Things rarely just happen and get you to your desired result. They are planned and scheduled. You will be realistic with your time, not overcommit to set yourself up for success. You may have heard me guide you in some of your goal setting. I want you to be able to be set up for the most success I may have advised you to commit to just 2 pounds or less a week, even if you wanted more, or 3 minutes of movement 3 times a week instead of 30 minutes or an hour. You will want to get everything done now, but as long as you do not quit, then there is no reason to put extra pressure on yourself. Accountable people show up on time for their appointments they make with others and with themselves, and they rarely change those appointments. They scheduled them for a reason. Excuse me. They scheduled them for a reason, and it was important enough to schedule. So it is even more important to follow through. Accountable people do not justify or procrastinate. They believe that by scheduling it, it is as good as done, that there is no better way to show up for yourself than by doing it today instead of waiting for tomorrow. Accountable people handle feedback. You are the feedback that matters. What you think, what you feel, or what you say about something is what is most important. Everyone else's are opinions or recommendations. You decide what you keep and what you toss. This includes feedback from me. You know yourself best. If you are willing to take others' feedback and see if there is anything useful, and if not, really let it go, then you will not ever be harmed or made to feel any certain way by someone else's words. As an accountable person, you will identify what you don't know and learn what you need to know. You will use tools that you will find helpful for your success. This may be worksheets or coaching, apps, calendars, reminders, journaling, just whatever works best for you. You will always redirect your efforts as needed and create alternate plans to try, only one at a time. You can find that you are more accountable to yourself as you are accountable for others. Sometimes you may find the work you do with me as a coach helpful. Together, you might find that the group calls or the Slack channel motivate you and hold you accountable. Either way, make sure you are using others as a collaboration of what you are already doing. Do not rely on someone else to tell you what to do or to seek their praise. When you learn to be accountable to yourself, you accomplish more faster. You will have predictable outcomes. You increase your self-trust and confidence. You become able to rely on yourself and create your own responsibility. You cultivate understanding and empower yourself. We have focused primarily the goal and actions to get you to the goal. Part of managing your thoughts, as I mentioned earlier, may look like choosing thoughts that create motivating feelings. So you can do all the things to get you to your goal. Some of the thoughts you might find helpful could include, I am worth this time and effort. I am willing and capable. I am a person who gets things done. I do what I say I will. I am learning to listen and give my body what it is asking for. I protect my results by not overscheduling, committing, or putting unrealistic expectations on myself. I know my strengths and they are fill in the blank. I am not afraid of my weaknesses. They are just the next direction to explore. I accept myself as I am and am learning to understand myself. I know exactly how to do this. I am proud of myself. I am willing to learn whatever I need to. I ask for help. I am responsible for myself. Try any of these and see what feeling they create for you. If it motivates you to do the actions to get to your results, then that is a keeper. Keep that thought. I want you to notice, nowhere did I say anything would be done perfect. You will fail your way to your goals. The mistakes will show you how hard you really tried to get there, not depending on any one right way. You will know you are fearlessly determined to figure it out. Nowhere did I say you were making others happy doing what they told you to do without first running it through your own filter of your desire and your usefulness. You know when you reached your goal because you set it, not because of what someone told you where you are or where they think you should be. Nowhere did I say that you could just do it tomorrow. I said there are many small pieces to this. And as long as you pick just one, then you are still moving toward your goal, not putting it off. Never put off tomorrow what you could do today. So you can see accountability is simply doing what you say you will. And there are many habits you can try on along the way. Keep what works and find something else when it doesn't.